So you're an introvert, you think you can't sell, huh? Well, today I'll tell you that that's not true. Introverts can sell even better than extroverts. I'm throwing down the gauntlet today on the Alex Berman YouTube channel. Stick around.
I almost did the crazy money intro there.
This video is brought to you by Email 10K. Learn how to book meetings with billion-dollar brands and take your company to the next level at email10k.com. I am an introvert. I'll say it publicly, even. I'm an introvert, and that means I get my energy from being alone with myself. The only person I can actually communicate with on the same wavelength. Now that compares to extroverts who get their energy from other people. They love going to parties, they love doing with record executives, whatever, extroverts, you know how it is. As an introvert, that means that it's tough for me to talk to people. I don't have that intrinsic need to go out and socialize. And actually, I had to learn step by step how to talk to people. I have discussed this in previous videos. The book by Leil Lowndes, How to Talk to Anyone About Anything, really helped me when it came to the small talk skills. I also ran a meetup in New York. We had 3,000 members at one point. And these YouTube videos, if you just go back to my old videos, you can tell it's a very different Alex than you're seeing today. And that's something that was worked on. So it is possible to go from in your shell introvert to out of your shell extrovert if you put in a little bit of work. And today I wanted to give some tips to introverts that will help you become better than even the most extroverted salesperson. If you want to know why I'm so hyped, you gotta go sub to Crazy Money. The long and short of it is, I'm rich now. All right, let's keep going. First tip is focus on one-on-one conversations. I know as introverts, it's usually hard to get in the mindset of speaking to a large group or entertaining a crowd at all. So the best thing to do is try to get a one-on-one conversation. It's actually the best, if you study corporate politics at all, you'll know that when you're gonna present to a big company and you want them all to be aligned with you, it actually is best to meet with each person individually and make sure they're all on your side anyway. So the most effective salespeople already know this. Get your prospect into a one-on-one situation and talk to them there. And if you have 3 or 4 prospects, talk to each one individually. That will greatly increase your chances of winning the sale when you're presenting to the whole group, but it will also make you more comfortable in the room if you've already talked to at least 3 out of the 4 people that you're talking to. And especially in B2B, that can be a major benefit for you. Another good tip is listen. Introverts are great at listening, and what's cool about sales is if you ask the right questions, let's say you're following the email 10K process for how to sell, how to grow your agency, then you'll know that we go in like doctors. We ask open-ended questions, we let the client speak, and only then do we discuss case studies or do we discuss how we can solve their problems. So as an introvert, if you're more comfortable not speaking, this can actually be a major advantage for you on the call. Let the prospects talk and get a deep understanding of their problems, and that will allow you to jump extroverted salespeople that are just reading a script or just hyped up and going at it, you know? Another thing you can do is practice rebuttals. If you're not good with coming up with stories on the spot, you can actually write out your stories and you can plan those. If you're not good at small talk, you can write out what your small talk topics are gonna be, or you can look at the news and even take notes in the morning. Try to avoid politics. That's my tip there, unless you're really sure about what their politics are and they align with yours. You can also practice rebuttals, like if you know the client's gonna say one thing, they have a certain pushback on your sales process and they always say it, you can practice what to say there to close the deal. You can also practice your closing. Make sure you memorize certain phrases, like, are you ready to sign the contract? Or how do you want to do the payment on this? Phrases like that that'll move the deal forward are things that can be memorized in advance. Another thing you can do is take time. So as an introvert, I know that we get really burned out if we're in a bunch of meetings all day. So what I like to do is if I have a bunch of sales calls to make, which is something that I don't normally even handle anymore, if somebody on X27, this is the advice I'd give them based on what I used to do, I would put all of the meetings right after I'm done with the highest value work for the day. Meaning, like if I had to write proposals, typically I would write proposals from like 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I would do sales calls from like 9 a.m. to 11. Sometimes I was booked solid, but then I'd be burned out by the end of the day. So you want to put your meetings during the highest energy time of the day. For me, it's in the morning, in the early morning. And the only reason I didn't do my meetings at 7 a.m. is because, first of all, I like doing proposals then. But second of all, nobody's up at 7 a.m. But you do 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Most people are up during then. You can stack your calendar and kind of organize it however you want. I know it's kind of tough if you have a boss, but if you show your boss that you do better if you don't have meetings after 1 p.m., then it doesn't make sense for anybody to put meetings after 1 p.m. for you. So take control of your calendar and put your meetings during your highest value time. For me, that's in the morning. For some people, it's at night. So if you're one of those people that maybe works best at 1 o'clock in the morning, it might make sense for you to move to the other side of the world. Maybe you live in Australia and sell to America so that you can be up at 1 a.m. and it's 1 p.m. in America. That's also a reasonable thing. You can set up your life to allow you to succeed. This is a real thing that I've done and that multiple people have done that I know. You can do whatever you want, literally, is the thing I'm trying to get across here. So if you're an introvert, then you can set up everything in your life to allow you to succeed as an introvert. You do not have to become an extrovert to succeed. Another good thing you can do is establish authority and be a consultant. We do that on these YouTube videos. So if somebody comes in and they've watched all our YouTube videos, that made it very easy for me as a salesperson, because this version that you're watching, this version of Alex had already done all of the talking and all the pre-sales. It still makes it easier for our team at X27 when the customer is able to watch these videos and get educated before talking to a salesperson. That really speeds up the sales process, squishes it down, if you will. A good example is when you go see a doctor, you're not expecting them to be super hyped up and selling you on why you need this cancer treatment. You're going to the doctor because you know they're an expert, they're a doctor, so they're going to study your solutions, kind of like a scientist. You're not really expecting a Grant Cardone when you go to the doctor. You're expecting more like a doctor type when you go to the doctor, just a cool, calm, collected person who's going to study their notes and provide you with the best solution. That's it. So you can take that frame either by doing YouTube videos or helping people on Quora or posting in private Facebook communities or whatever, then you're seen as the expert and it makes the sales process a lot easier. And the final tip here is practice. You can practice in front of a mirror, you can read your scripts, record it and listen back, which is what I love doing. And what I used to do is actually record myself on video and sell the camera like I was selling a person in the room. And then I would watch it back and it'd be painful because I sucked, and I would internalize that, and then I would film it again and I'd get better. This is something that you can do. I know it's weird, I know it is hard, but if you can do that, you will jump everyone else, because very few people are actually training on video. But if you can watch yourself, this is how everyone else sees you. If you're ugly on video, you're ugly in real life. If you're hard to listen to on video, you're hard to listen to in real life. And so you can get real feedback from yourself by watching yourself on video or recording yourself on audio. So here's some questions for you guys. How does an introvert like Elon Musk become such a great salesperson? And here's question number 2, if you don't want to answer that first one. What do you think? With the rise of online meetings, do you think introverts have a better chance at becoming great salespeople than extroverts? Let me know down in the comments below. Would love to get a conversation going. And if you want in-depth sales training, I would check out email10k.com. This video is brought to you by Email10k. So you don't have a business idea, huh? Do you want to know what the best business to start is, regardless of market conditions? Check out the free presentation at email10k.com. We have over 200 students that are crushing it using this business strategy, even during this time. So check that out, email10k.com. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like that video on YouTube. Hit that like button to encourage this type of content on the platform. Subscribe for more videos like this. We do sales training and other content like this 3 times a week. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out our past content, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.